All right. Hey, it's Travis from ChordBuddy. Uh, Trying to experiment with some new stuff, going Facebook Live. Done it from my phone at some music gigs, and I haven't done it from my office. So I'm going to try to do that so that our ChordBuddy customers, I can connect with you better and give you some pointers and answer your questions. So I'm new at this, and I don't know if I can. I can see how many people's here, but if you say something, I'm not sure if I can see it or not. I may have to change something so I can see if you're saying something. Anyway, a couple of things I want to talk about today on my first live FaceTime. Buying a beginner guitar. Get asked that all the time. Which obviously we have our own line of beginner guitars, which was actually voted best bang for the buck in 2014. And why did I come out with our own guitars? Is because after people would buy a ChordBuddy, they would ask, "Hey, what what kind of guitar do I need to get? How much do I need to spend?" And quite honestly, there just wasn't a lot of choices out there for a good beginner guitar. A lot of choices out there for, uh, okay, yeah, I can see what somebody said. Robert, yeah, cool. Thanks, man. Um, but they just wasn't good. I mean, you could buy a guitar for 99 bucks. You go to Walmart or wherever and buy what they carry, but it just wasn't a good beginning guitar. So we came out with our own line. Things you need to look for in it is obviously string height. You don't want to have to be pressing real hard. You want to be able to press sort of lightly and it works. You want to make sure it has a truss rod in it. What is a truss rod? Actually a metal rod that starts here. It goes all the way down the neck, and ours adjust from in the sound hole. There's a little Allen wrench that you adjust with it. Some of them adjust up here. There's a little plate that you take off with a Phillips screwdriver and you adjust it there. But we opted to have ours adjust here. Also, we put a what's called a positive negative truss rod in it, and where you can not only straighten the neck when it's bowed like this, straighten it up. If you have a reverse bow, doesn't happen that often, but in the lower price guitars like this, if you're going to have that problem, it's going to happen with lower price guitars and not the high end. Only high end guitars have the positive negative truss rod, but we put that in ours. And so on the odd chance that your neck is like this, bowed in reverse, you can pull it down to straight. So I get asked a lot. They look at the neck of the guitar. They look at it sort of like you look at a 2x4, and to see if it's straight or not when you're at Lowe's or Home Depot. You actually don't want a perfectly straight neck, oddly enough. You want it's called relief. You want a little bit of relief. So if this is straight, all right, at about the 5th fret down to about the 11th fret, you want to see a slight contour, just a very slight. That allows these strings in the middle to vibrate, which makes a sound, and it actually rotates in a circle. It doesn't vibrate up and down. It rotates in a circle. So that gives that relief there, so it doesn't hit the frets or the neck. What should you pay for a beginner guitar? You're going to probably end up paying somewhere around $150 to $250. Currently, this guitar from us, and we have it in natural and this sunburst color, runs $149, which is a pretty good deal. But you can get them, beginner line off off name brand. I say off name brand, not a Gibson, not a Fender, not a Taylor. Now they all make beginner level guitars, but they're going to be a little more than that. I don't think they're any better than ours. We're very diligent about making sure our guitars for the money is the best bang you can get for the buck. Going to a pawn shop to buy one. A lot of people say, man, I found one at the pawn shop for $40. Well, great, you know, and it might be a heck of a deal. But here's the thing with buying a guitar at a pawn shop. Not that they would intentionally rip you off or sell you a bad guitar. They just don't know. I mean, they're in the loaning business of money. They're not in the guitar business like music stores are and like we are. So they're just trying to get their money back out of what they loaned on it, and the person didn't pick it up or either sold it to them. And so they just might not know that the neck is bowed, or that it has a crack, or the bridge is pulling up, or the heel has a crack in it, or the neck has a crack in it up here. They just don't know. And so don't get mad with them, but just if you're going to buy one from a pawn shop, go and with someone, get a buddy that knows how to play guitars, a friend you can trust, to go in and check the guitar out. Give me a swig of water. Nectar of life is water. And so get somebody to go with you that actually knows how, you know, how to check one out. All right, I was in Georgia, actually almost on the verge of North Carolina this past week at a festival, and someone said, Travis, after we take the ChordBuddy off, you notice there's no ChordBuddy on here, and I'll be doing a lot of these Facebook Lives with no ChordBuddy, because the purpose for ChordBuddy is to get you playing on your own without the aid of it. You know, unless you have a hand issue or arthritis or something where you'll always need to use it, I want you to be done with it. And because there's a lot of guitar playing after ChordBuddy, obviously. So the guy asked me, he said, all right, when I take ChordBuddy off, what needs to be my next chords? And I told him, because ChordBuddy makes the G, ChordBuddy makes the C, and ChordBuddy makes D and E minor. All right, here's what I recommend, and this is to all of you that are beginning and just getting off ChordBuddy. Start with your G chord, then go to a G7. How you make a G7 is you're going to put your index finger on the first fret, first string, which is the E string, and you're going to raise your pinky up. I don't know in the picture if you can tell I'm raising it up, but I am. So you're going G, put your index finger down, pull your pinky up. All right? Then your next chord will be a C. So how do you get to a C? Your middle finger and ring finger, you go down, and your index finger comes up. So if you're from a G7, your ring finger and middle finger go down one string apiece, and your index finger comes up one string. The reason you do that is because it's less movement. If you go from this G to the C, you're having to move too much. Too much movement there, especially for those that make it the G like this. By the way, don't make the G like this. Now, there is a time to make this, and it's when you're doing this G, which is called a bluegrass G. A lot stronger sounding than that G. But, so let me do just a little bit. I'm just going to sing a little bit of Amazing Grace just to explain how the G7 sounds. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Now that didn't sound horrible except for my singing. Here's what it sounds like when you put the G7 in it. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. You hear how that G7 sort of gave a tension to it. You knew that there was a chord change coming. You know, da 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 da. Hear that? That's when that flat 7 comes in there for the G7. So you know your C is coming. All right. So for those that's learning, play your G, go to a G7, and then to a C. So it's down one string apiece with the middle and ring, and up with your index. All right. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to try to do about 10 minutes every day. I'm going to, just like I'm trying to walk and work out and drop some weight, I want to do about 10 minutes with you live every day. My email, hey Doug, good to see you there, buddy. Good friend of mine. His dad actually coached me in high school football many years ago, Rick Rayner, and he's been a monster in the education arena all his life, done a lot for schools. But I'm going to try to do about 10 minutes a day. If you have questions, and I'll learn more about this Facebook Live stuff, email me at Travis@ChordBuddy, ChordBuddy.com, Travis@ChordBuddy.com for questions and topics that you want me to cover on Facebook Live. And I will try to get a specific time that I will do this from my office. And when I'm not in my office, because I do a lot of road work, I'll try to do it from my phone. But I'm doing this in an effort to engage with you more, to help you more, to make sure that you're successful in learning the guitar. That is my passion, is to, I truly believe music can change the world. Music changed my life. I have seen music change other people's life. And so that is our goal here. So that's it for me today on Facebook Live. Send me emails. Tell people I'm going to start doing this. When I post this on Facebook, share it. And let's grow this thing and let's have a lot of fun together. And I'll see you on the next Facebook Live.